Okay, good morning, class. This is now our next new lesson for research, practical research 2. So today I will be discussing the ethical standard in research. So what is ethical and unethical when it comes to research? So it's very important that you know how to distinguish if what you are doing in research, especially in writing your literature review, is ethical or unethical. Okay, so before we start, I will be reading with you some statements, okay? And I want you to identify if the action done by the researcher is ethical or unethical. What you just have to do is to do a thumbs up if it is ethical and do a thumbs down if the action is unethical. Okay, ready? Let's start. A researcher is writing review following the copyright. The researcher is writing review following the copyright law. Show me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay, very good. It's a thumbs up. Number two, the researcher knows how to cite other people's literary work. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? The researcher knows how to cite other people's literary work. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Next, number three. It is okay to copy and paste the writing or study of other authors without paraphrasing it or directly quoting the entire words. Again, it is okay to copy and paste the writing or study of other authors without paraphrasing it or directly quoting the entire words. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, if you do the thumbs down, it is correct. Number four, recognize the work of others by citing them in your study. Recognize the work of others by citing them in your study. Thumbs up or thumbs down. You are going to recognize the work of others by citing them in your study. It's a thumbs up. Okay, so it's ethical. Number five, plagiarism is considered a major offense in writing research. Plagiarism is considered a major offense in writing research. Okay, thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, so if you do the thumbs up, it is correct. Okay, so class, let's start. If you are a researcher, it is inevitable for you to hear complaints about unethical standards in writing research. So meron talagang nangyayari na, ang mga ginagawa ng mga researcher ay unethical standards. So you will hear complaints about that. No? So when we say unethical, what does it mean? It means that the ethical standard is being violated. So if it is against the ethical standard, therefore the action done by the researcher is definitely unethical. Okay? So the narrative accounts of how the author's intellectual rights are taken for granted during the writing of research. Okay, example, the chapter 2 or the literature review. So it usually, or it has caught attention of the seasoned researchers and even the academic world. Okay, so there have been a lot of accounts or stories about how the intellectual rights of a certain author or certain authors have been taken for granted. So many have experienced that. Uh, Actually, meron akong isang kwento na narinig. Ito, ano na siya, sumali siya sa isang research contest. Then nanalo yung research niya. And then it was published through a website. And then later on, that winner of the contest saw his research being copied by someone else, no, in the in a university. Uh, Nangyayari talaga yun, no? Ngayon, uh, it's very important for us to follow ethical standard when we are writing our research paper. Okay, so now, how are we going to do it? So let us learn this through this lesson. Okay, so let us learn this ethical and unethical standard through this lesson. Okay, so according to uh, Frankel Frankel and Wallen 2007, in their book that they wrote entitled "How to Write and Evaluate Research in Education." Ethics, so they define ethics as the term. It is the term coined to words of right or wrong. No? So there are two words related to ethics. It is the right or wrong. So it means something that is right, or uh, it is a term that you connect to something that you have done which is right or wrong. This is the judgment of whether something is right or wrong. And if researchers think about research, no, um, they are thinking whether conducting research to particular respondents in a particular situation and place is right or wrong. So that is all the same with research. So when you conduct a research, you conduct, example, uh, conduct a survey for a certain subject or participants, no? Um, you are going to think whether what you are going to do is not violating the principle of right and wrong. So that is what we mean when we say ethics. Okay. So that's ethics, no? Doing something right or wrong. So when you do something wrong, it's unethical. When you do something right, that is ethical. Now, in research, so when we say ethical standard, it means following the right procedure, the right protocol in doing your research. Okay, doing the right procedure, the correct steps to follow in your research. So here are some steps to consider when you do your research. Okay, especially when you are writing your review of related literature. Okay. Okay. First, you have to understand intellectual property or the IP. Okay, the IP rights, intellectual property rights. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Okay, it means uh, in order to understand the ethics of information use, you should know the law. Okay, what kind of law? What law should you should know? The law of intellectual property rights or the IP rights. And of course, the law itself, other laws related to intellectual property. So for you to know the ethics of using information, you need to understand the the law about intellectual property rights. So what is intellectual property? Intellectual property refers to the use, uh, or it refers to the creations of mind. So whatever you have created, and that is a product of your intellect or of your mind. For example, inventions, literary works, work of arts, okay? Even symbols, names, images, designs, okay? Uh, Designs that are used in commerce. When you say commerce, it's business. So these are works of minds, no? Intellectual works, okay? So these are example. Okay, that's why this is called intellectual property. It is a product. It is created out of your intellect. Okay. So IP or intellectual property is divided into two categories. First is industrial property. That includes your inventions, no? Invention patents, yung ah, patent ng ano man yung na-invento mo, na-invento ng isang tao. Trademarks, no? Industrial designs, and geographic indications of source. Okay? And then the other one, so that is industrial property. And the other one is copyright. So the other category of intellectual property is the copyright. So this includes literary, no? Literary works and artistic works. Kasama dyan yung novels, poems, plays, films, musical works, artistic works. Kasama dyan. Sample yan, paintings, drawings, no? Photographs, kahit pictures. It is considered uh, an intellectual property, okay, under copyright. Sculptures, architectural designs, yan. So lahat yan ay kasama sa intellectual property. Okay. Uh, According to what is intellectual property, WIPO World Intellectual Property Organization. WIPO meaning World Intellectual Property Organization. So that is the source of that information. So again, IP is divided into two categories. One is industrial property. The other one is copyright property. So simple as that. Okay. So So according to the law of intellectual property, it is illegal to grab, no, an image of someone someone else's web page, no? So kahit yung pagkuha ng mga pictures, pagkuha ng mga image, kahit sabihin mo picture lang yan, image lang yan, basta kinuha mo yan na walang pahintulot, gumawa ng ah, picture, yan ay considered illegal. Okay? O, lalo na, kung inilagay mo yan sa iyong sariling webpage, no? Nang walang copyright owner. That is illegal. And also, it is illegal to copy and paste any article, studies, or research findings and consider them as yours, no? Without citing and asking permission from the owner. So yun, sa din yun. That is also considered illegal. If you copy an article and use it without acknowledging the owner, proper acknowledgement of the owner, that is illegal. So, hindi basta-basta na pag mag-post ka sa social media, let's say for example, of an article, so be careful because it can be a serious violation of this law. Okay. To protect the owner, no? To protect the owners from illegal use of their intellectual property, a copyright law comes into view. So that's why this intellectual property law has been promulgated or has been constituted. That is for protection of those owners. Yeah. Okay, it protects what? So it protects literary works, okay? Musical works, okay? Kasama na dyan, pag sinabi musical works, kasama na dyan yung lyrics, no? Yung instrument, melody, okay? Dramatic works, kasama dyan yung any accompanying music, okay? Pantomimes and choreography. Imagine, pati movements, no? Can also be considered intellectual property. Pictorial, graphic, and sculptural work, graphical work, sculptural work, pictorial uh, work, no? Motion pictures, and other audiovisual work. So it is also considered intellectual property. Sound recording, no? And architectural works. So if you violate this law, no, intellectual property law, you will be accountable for uh, you will be held accountable. You have to you are going to be accused of stealing or plagiarism. Okay, okay. Ito dapat tandaan. Copyright is automatic. Okay? So you have to remember that copyright is automatic. It doesn't mean that absence of copyright mark or statement does not mean an item is not copyrighted. Okay? Hindi dahil sinasabi mo, ay okay lang yan, kopyahin ko yan kasi wala naman siyang copyright reserved na statement. Kasi usually pag nagbabasa tayo, let's say mga books, sa first page, meron niya nakalagay, copyright reserved. Okay? It doesn't mean that having having no statement like that, it doesn't mean you are allowed to copy, no, whatever item it is. No? So it's considered still illegal if you do that. Okay, why? Because copyright owners have exclusive rights. So it is in, parang ano na siya, no? Innate right. Kumbaga kayo, pagkabata nyo pa lang, meron na kayong karapatan. So the same with the owner. They have an exclusive right of reproduction, adaptation, distribution, public performance, and display. Okay? So it doesn't mean that nawalang statement, no, copyright statement, pwede mo na kopyahin. Okay. Okay, so remember, it says here, as original work that is fixed in a tangible medium, material on the web is protected. So it means whatever, no, as long as the work is an original work of an author, you you are not entitled to uh, violate, no, his exclusive right, no, exclusive right of uh, intellectual property. Okay, it is illegal to grab an image of someone else's web page and put it on your own web page na walang permission. Okay. Okay. So meron lang din na ilang exemption for that, no? For educational purposes, some uses of copyrighted materials are allowed yan through provisions of copyright law. Okay? And that is only for fair use in general. Okay? For fair use. So, pwede yun. That as long as the use is only for educational purposes. Okay? In general, you can only use a small part of another's work. Ah, in short, you have to be careful in using the intellectual property of others. So although mayroong exemption, no, that is only a very small amount. Okay, let's say for example, uh, in journalism, no? So hindi naman kailangan na ano kaagad tawag diyan. Uh, Makakasuhan ka kaagad na paglabag sa copyright law kung ang purpose mo is for awareness or educational purpose only. Okay, another, yung mga textbooks, no, na ginagamit ng mga learners, yeah, that is exempted from copyright law as long as you will not uh, use it for your own benefit or for your advantage, like selling it. Okay, next, number two. It's very important that you know, that you understand copyright law. Okay, number two is to understand ethical use of information. Understand the ethical use of information. So, hindi mo nga nalabag yung copyright law, kaya lang, dapat mo rin i-consider yung tamang paggamit ng impormasyon. Okay, so paano? Okay, so this helps you understand the ethical use of information by providing information on quoting, paraphrasing, and citing the work of others, no? On recognizing and avoiding plagiarism. So, yan. Tama dapat ang paggamit. So, you need to do proper quotation, proper quoting, proper paraphrasing, and proper summarizing. Okay, to use the work of others uh, aside from respecting the intellectual property right, you should also know how to summarize, okay, paraphrase, and cite properly the work of others. So, importante yun. Hindi lang nire-recognize mo siya, kundi alam mo rin na alam mo i-paraphrase, summarize ng tama. Okay, so here are the tips, no, for you to use information ethic with following the ethical standard. Okay, number one, cite the author. Okay, the author's name to give respect. Okay, kaya nga sabi nga, give credit to where credit is due. Okay, so to give respect or credit to his or their property. So dapat tama ang pag-acknowledge. Okay, cite the author's name. Next, if in case you use purposely or unintentionally the work of others without giving proper credit, you have violated the law of plagiarism. So, pagka uh, kahit di mo sinasadya na nagamit mo siya na walang permission from the author, you are guilty of plagiarism. Okay. Another, you should include um, in your paper bibliography or the references. Why? Because it is a good evidence to support that your the review of related literature demonstrates scholarly materials with credible evidence. No? So dapat maglalagay ka ng list of references. Okay. When citing other people literary work, use direct quotation by putting the quotation in entire words and cite your source. Okay? Yan yun. Pag magko-quote, lalagay mo pa rin yung source. If you paraphrase other people's literary works, cite the source. Quotation, paraphrase, source should be cited. Okay. If you've used the ideas from others, cite the names of those who give you that idea. Okay, kahit na idea lang yan. You need to, halimbawa, according to, yan, as stated by. Okay, sige. I hope everything has been made clear to you, the importance of intellectual property right and respecting the intellectual property rights of others. Okay, sige. For the short activity, before we end, okay, I would like you to show me if you understand our discussion or not, the ethical standard and the the ethical standard in writing research. Okay, so direction. In your paper, write true if the statement is uh, containing facts and false if it is not. Okay, true or false. Okay, ready? Number one, author or authors should be cited in your review of related literature. True or false? Author or authors should be cited in your review of related literature. True or false? Number two, intellectual property, IP, includes research used in review of related literature. Intellectual property or IP includes research used in review of literature. Okay. Number three, copyright owners have exclusive rights of reproduction, adaptation, distribution, public performance, and display. Again, intellectual, ano, copyright owners have exclusive rights of reproduction, adaptation, distribution, public performance, and display. Number 4, paraphrasing the abstract of the study to be used in your study is a practice of ethical standard. Again, paraphrasing the abstract of the study to be used in your study is a practice of ethical standard. Next, last number 5. In general, you can use only a small part of another's work. In general, you can use only a small part of another's work. Okay? So review your paper and then I will give the answer after a minute. Okay, I hope you're ready. Let's now give the answers. Number 1, authors should be cited in your review of related literature. That is true. Number 2, intellectual property includes research used in review of literature. That is true. Number 3, copyright owners have exclusive rights of reproduction, adaptation, distribution, public performance, and display. True. Number 4, paraphrasing the abstract of the study to be used in your study is a practice of ethical standard. That is false. So, hindi yun dapat. Kahit yung abstract, kahit na abstract siya, pinaraphrase mo man yan, hindi pwede yun. Okay? Kasi your own study should create your own abstract. You should create your own abstract based on the result of your study. Number 5, in general, you can use only a small part of another's work. That is true. Okay? I hope you get a score of 4 higher, no, 4, not lower than 4. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for listening.